Hi guys, this is the UnComfy Couch, episode 6. I'm Savannah.
Ashlyn.
Hannah.
Cam.
John.
And we watched Carrie, the 1971 76 version under the parent-child conflict. Do you want to give a summary?
Yeah, so Carrie is about a girl who's a little bit strange, and she gets harassed by her high school classmates, and prom is approaching, and she gets asked by this guy she has a crush on, and things just go south, and it's a very scary prom.
It was also a horror movie, if we didn't already say that.
Yeah, it didn't feel like a horror movie in like 2017 times, but maybe it was in 76.
I guess we can talk about Thread first, since that was kind of a easier theme to pick up on. What did y'all think it was?
Yeah, I thought it was red.
I thought it was blood.
Yeah, like red or blood. I feel like red is kind of like symbolizing blood.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know, like one could symbolize the other.
Risque-ness.
Yeah. Yeah.
What did you think, Sean?
I think, it was definitely red, but I think going deeper than that, it was the theme of femininity and like Carrie coming to terms with it.
Yeah.
And I think the whole struggle throughout the movie is like her coming to terms with her femininity, and then finally at the end when she does come to terms with it, it kind of backfires on her, and then everything goes to shit.
Yeah.
Also, it's interesting that, like, obviously you see red in the blood, but in the gem scene when she, like, turns bad, everything turns red in her vision. I thought that was interesting.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. I thought it was also interesting how her main movies carry white. And I understand like white has like a lot of biblical allusions to New York and to being like just.
Yeah. I mean, just like, I guess that kind of provides like a contrast between like the red, just like the red and white, especially just like whether, her dress was light, so it was pink, but.
Like both of them.
Huh?
Her dress is almost like both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, red and white makes pink.
Probably intended, yeah.
The big one that jumped out to me was the ending scene when she literally crucified her mother.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was huge. And she looked just like the Jesus statue that was in her closet, like the way she was speared and everything.
Yeah.
Like she's been
crazy.
practicing for that almost.
Yeah. Also, why pig's blood? Like, why didn't they just do, like, red dye?
I feel like because, like, doesn't swine, like, have the connotation of, like, the most unholy thing?
Yeah, because, Jewish and all, so
Right.
why they don't eat
Pork. Yeah.
Yeah, also I think it kind of allowed them to show that Chris and her boyfriend, John Travolta, were, like, straight up psychopaths. Because he just went in there and, like, started beating in those pigs' heads.
That was...
And then also the scene where they, like, see Carrie in the road and she just, like, guns it. It's like, well, shit.
That kind of, like, leads into the question, like, who is, the protagonist versus, like, antagonist. Like, I feel like going into the movie, I was, like, expecting her to be the antagonist just because, like, the name of the film being, like, Carrie and, like, her gaining these supernatural powers, I'm like, oh, yeah, she's gonna kill people. But I didn't think it was going to end up being the way that it was going to be. I felt like the entire film, she was, even in the end, she was still the protagonist, just kind of flustered with how everything works out.
I kept like, go ahead.
The society had like driven her to that stage, and all throughout, you could kind of see her like trying to restrain her powers till she loses it towards the end, because she comes to realize that like, oh, all these people were just playing her.
Yeah.
Oh, I just thought she was like kind of like a victim, like she did. I think she wanted to be good naturally, but then like she didn't even understand what was like going on.
She just kind of control it. I kept waiting for a scene where I'd be like, oh, she's bad, I don't like her. And it just never came.
Yeah.
I just kept finding pity in her. Definitely when she was in the like drugstore trying on all the lipsticks.
Oh gosh,
I was like, oh, you're so adorable.
I felt like that film could have just ended right there, and it would have been just great on its own.
Or her going to the prom and winning prom queen, and then ending it.
Yeah, it would have been like a really wholesome film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then it twists, and you're like, well, no.
Do you want to talk about the side characters like the gym coach or Seuss now?
I felt like as far as the fact that the archetype was like a parent-child conflict, the gym coach definitely acted as like the other maternal figure, like the replacement mom that was like trying to do the right thing, was like really worried about her feelings and the way she was being treated, and trying to teach her sort of like what it is to be a woman. Meanwhile, like her mom at home is like trying to suppress her and be like, Eve was weak and like the first sin was intercourse, and it was sad.
Am I the only one who was like, what if the gym coach is her mom? Because you never knew like why the mom had a kid in the beginning, because you knew she hated sex. I was like, how did she have a kid?
Yeah.
And I was like, what if the gym coach is the mom?
Yeah.
And like she gave her to this crazy religious woman, but then at the end when she was like, I had sex with your father and all that, I was like, dang it.
Wait, so
Your mom.
I guess like too, that kind of like adds in a like different layer to the archetype of like, you know, like parent-child, that because that is the right one for this, right?
Yeah.
Parent-child. It just like it added like two sides by having two characters instead of like one character portrayed both. It's like, okay, cool, like you have this gym coach as being the supporter, and you have the, you know, antithesis, which is the mother.
I mean, she hated Carrie, right? Because she was just like, that was her sin. Her sin was like in human form, right?
Yeah.
Like a daily reminder.
I feel like I don't know if it's necessarily a problem with the film, but the film definitely, and granted we're watching this from the lens of like 2017 versus 1976, but there's definitely like a very comical appearance. Like a lot of the effects are very, like I was kind of chuckling at like how some stuff is supposed to be scary. But, and just like the overall, you know, it has like a very like STEM like a lot of like, oh, everyone's concerned about prom, everyone's concerned about high school. So there's this very chill vibe to it, not very lighthearted vibe to the movie, but there's a whole lot of serious undertones to it. Because I felt like a big part of the movie was discussing like suppression of femininity and religion, but also it was talking about equality. Because the whole time, a lot of Carrie's problems stem from the fact that she doesn't conform to what all these other kids are doing, and that's why like she doesn't know about having a period or like the prom and like having all these other self-esteem issues. So it almost seems as in the beginning of the movie they're trying to say like, oh, if you conform, then all these good things will happen to you, but yet at the end when Carrie does conform, that's when everything goes to shit. That's when like, everything dies. That's when, you know, all her work years comes to fruition. So I almost, it was kind of rambling, but like, for me, it almost seems like, it almost seems like an impact of that message is lost a little bit, and you extend it through the medium of something that's kind of comical. I almost kind of wonder what like the director's overall was, like what he was trying to say, if she was saying about the movie.
I mean, that was kind of like what I was going to think on social commentary.
Yeah.
Sean, you basically summed up what I was thinking, so.
Sorry.
No. I mean, yeah, I think it's just like kind of what you were saying, the whole like suppression of femininity, whether it be by religion, be by, you know, parental figures that are overprotective, or like, you know, in that case, like the mother kind of almost hated her daughter. But just like the suppression of like your own personality basically leads you to be an outcast, I think is the main thing too. So like throughout the film, like everything that she doesn't really have her own quirks, she doesn't have her own like, you know, personality as much because of all these different people who are suppressing her, and because of that she's seen as this like outcast.
Yeah.
I'd give it an 8 out of 10, though I didn't quite find it a horror. So
I'd give it a 7.
I think 8 out of 10 as well.
Yeah, I'd give like 7.5, something like that.
Yeah, I'd give it like an 8 out of 10 as a horror movie. As like a horror movie, probably low. And also as like parent conflict a little bit lower, because I just didn't. I mean, it was definitely there, it just wasn't driven a
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Cool.
See
Okay,
you next time.
bye.
Bye.